Okay, COSM may be prepped to meet those targets to the upside that we've been looking at for some time now. Let's go over them now. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again on this fine Tuesday night. This is ARCa coming at you with the COSM technicals and raw price action thread of analysis. Before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the video with a friend so that you and them could consider joining our trading community and Discord called ARCa Bulls. With that said, let's dive right into the charts. Oh, guys, one more thing. Please don't fall for those comments in the, in the YouTube comments down below where they say WhatsApp me and text me like I want to trade your account. That's not me, okay, you guys? So make sure not to fall for those things because those people are out there just to take your money. Bunch of thieves out there, okay, you guys? Anyway, just wanted to put that disclaimer out there real quick just to make sure that you don't get your money jacked, okay? So let's go ahead and now move on. So we're looking at COSM here in the short-term time frame 4-hour chart, okay? So what we're looking at here is the ARC DBSI. Very, very interesting signal that we got here, which was actually one of the reasons that I was able to give you that upside. Okay, so what we're looking at here is a statistical indicator. This indicator takes a metric of every single candle printed throughout the entire trading history of the asset's particular time frame. Okay, in this case, the 4-hour. By taking those metrics, it gives us a score, and that score is represented right up here by these two boxes in a percentage value. You can see that the bulls are at a 79% lead over the bears with 21. Okay, very interesting thing here. Another thing that DBSI does is that it reads whenever we are below the 13-day exponential moving average represented by that yellow trend, and when we're above it. Okay, so you can see here that we have used it as that form of support before continuing on to the upside. This is why I wanted to bring up to you. Okay, so we got that bear signal here on January 11th, right? We kept on going down and down and down and down until we reached January 20th. Okay, so January 20th, at the opening of this candle right up here, you can see that the candle was opened at $3.19. So from $3.19, we got that bull signal with this blue dot, and it has since rocket shipped. Okay, you guys. So from $3.19 to the current $6.14 and even reaching $6.86, very impressive and very important to consider our indicators. Okay, so make sure to hit me on a DM or on an email and we'll go over the subscription packages for these Crypstex ARC-Series indicators. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead and now move on to the next chart. All right, so this is the statistical side of it. We're not going to go over the statistics and how I was able to see that we were going to make a 100% move. That's not the point here. The point is the type of behavior that volatility is facing, just like it did prior to this massive run. Okay, so please notice that we got the volatility component cross the moving average right here, just like we did right here. Okay, but this was another thing that was very curious when I signaled. I was like, hey guys, there's something happening here. We just got that cross from the volatility component over the moving average, and there could be a massive upside soon or some type of move, and it happened. Okay, so this is very interesting that we are now continuing the volatility component towards the upside and into that critical volatility zone, just like we did the last time. Okay, please notice that also we actually reversed from a critical low, and I'm talking about historic lows here from the volatility, from momentum. Okay, so see, this is where we reversed, sorry, the last time before we made that upside move, and we are reversing from a very similar point. These are historic lows. Okay, there are only a few other iterations where we've touched ever. Like these three iterations are the only other iterations that we've had before we've made a reversal to the upside. As you can see, there are no other areas where we have made that bottom side and then that launch. Okay, so it is very much in correlation to how it happened the last time. So it's to no surprise that it is happening right now. Let's go ahead and move on and validate more of this upside because I have more and more to talk about. Okay, so right here is the broadening descending wedge that we've been looking at it for a long time. Okay, so the curious part of what's happening here is this. Okay, yet again, I tell you guys to keep those gaps in line for future play just in case. Okay, so definitely notice that the gap that we had right down here, let's go ahead and just make it a little larger to make it to gain visibility, right? So you can see that we actually had this tiny gap over here. We literally retraced it and we kept it, we've really kept it and closed right above it. And now the next gap that we're using right now, we're just above. This was from the 12-hour gap. Okay, so right over. Sorry, it was right over here. I can make that quick little adjustment. I don't know how it got moved. Right, so you can see that we've used it already as a form of resistance before coming back twice now. Okay, twice now. Aside from the time that we actually made it. So let's go back to the daily chart. Okay, so yes, please take a look at the price action now. Take a look at how it is in comparison to the 12-hour, okay? So that could be in line with the 12-hour gap, because right here is just a little bit different on the daily. So it can just show you how we're playing these gaps in different time frames, okay? So this is a very good thing. We're knocking at that door, okay? So it's bound to break through it, because it's just the bulls are not giving up. So the upside targets that I was looking for are somewhere up here, okay? First of all, the more likely target would be about $7.28 to about $8.36 between the one spot 272 and the one spot 618. The next target was actually the target that I called about 16 days ago. Okay, and that was at 1102, which just so happens to be in between the 2 spot 272 and our golden mean 2 spot 618. Very interesting here. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue validating, because this is getting more and more exciting. All right, you guys. So this this is what I wanted to show you guys. I know that I usually don't have things this messy, but it's so important for me to show it to you like this, because I'm having trouble, guys. I'm going to repeat what I just said. I am having trouble keeping up with the bullish signals stacking in momentum right now. That's okay. So there's so many that I am having trouble putting them all together. Okay. I just wanted to show you just how like impactful whatever is happening is right now. Okay. So what you're looking at here are these, the baby blue lines were the bullish drives of bullish divergence, okay, that we saw. I think this was on January 19th, right before that upside happened. We noticed this was here. We were saying, hey, this is very, very possible. We're about to launch. Okay, so we did. Now we've already come, from that upside move, we retraced. And in that retracement here, we now confirmed another set of I'm talking about hidden and bullish, phantom and regular drives of bullish divergence. I can't even say it out loud because it's just so many. Okay, so something is bound to happen for COSM, and it could be soon. Okay, so again, I know that I'm speaking in these like. Guys, it's a little ridiculous when we have this much of confirmation. Okay, so this is another of the ARC-Series Crypstex indicators. Okay, so this is the enhanced MACD. Okay, so it's another momentum-based indicator, but in this case, I was very curious because of this. Okay, so we actually got that buy signal at the bottom of this candle right over here, right? Not the buy signal. I'm sorry, the bull signal, right? Which could literally work in any way. So I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Make sure to take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, okay? I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be just fine, okay? I really cannot suggest for you to buy or sell any assets ever, okay, you guys? So we are noticing that the bull signal came on that MACD at the opening of this candle, which was where $3.11 on the 12-hour enhanced MACD. Guys, my goodness, you would have been way ahead of the game if you had those Crypstex indicators. Very important thing to touch on here. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. Aside from the bull signal, right? It's this, okay? Anytime that the Bollinger Bands, which is this blue cloud, anytime that fully contracted Bollinger Bands gets super tight like this, a move to the upside or downside is very likely, okay? Just like it did here. And you can see that it's tightened up so hard in these areas, and then it started expanding, and then it started expanding even more. And please notice what happened right here. We have contracted all the way, and now we're starting to expand. Very, very good of the ARC-Series enhanced MACD. Guys, I can't express to you how much of importance this plays to me. I don't always show you the Crypstex indicators because I don't want to make it easy for you. Okay, I want you to exercise and practice your discretionary side first. Okay, and then we can back our upside thesis with the indicators that make life oh so easy. Okay, so please make sure to develop that discretionary side. Do not FOMO into these indicators. Okay, make sure to reach out to me and we'll go over those subscription packages, but I want you to keep a plan. Okay, make sure to keep the play in mind. Make sure to understand when you're going to go in, when you're going to get out, know the play. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, more validations to come now. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the multi-pane just like we always do and start off the momentum analysis on the immediate short-term time frame 30-minute. Okay, so as you can see here, the 30-minute RSI signal purple line has used that 14-day simple moving average pink line as a form of support and is now in the very grips of the bull strength percentile. Okay, this is almost showing that we have upside starting immediately. Okay, so there could be I'm talking about 5-minute candles here is showing a little bit of sideways with 14-minute with a 14-day moving average moving to the upside. 15-minute right away corrective making a bullish cross above that 14-day simple and now moving outside of the gravitational zone, so means there's no danger to the downside right now. Okay, so it's very much in line with that 30-minute bouncing right off of that 14-day. Okay, please look at the hourly straight to the top in the gravitational zone of the bull strength and now suggesting a continuation to that upside. Bi-hourly doing the same thing here, finding that support from that 14-day in the overbought area, still suggesting upside, and now it starts to get a little juicier once we jump into the 8-hour. Please look at the 8-hour RSI flexing those muscles. This is nothing but upside. Okay, momentum is suggesting the upside. Statistics are suggesting the upside. The framework of the daily broadening descending wedge doing that test number 5 true breakout is suggesting the upside. Crypstex indicators suggesting the upside. ARCa is looking at the upside. Okay, you guys, now the daily time frame still suggesting that massive upside as well. Okay, so this is now moving just outside of that danger zone, of that gravitational zone. Okay, so the danger is now just a little bit less to the downside. Let's move on. Let's see the buy daily making its first very important cross over that 14-day simple moving average at the junction between the bear weakness and the bull weakness. Upside is still imminent. Okay, now let's look at the 3-day just rocket shipping over here, making that bullish cross above the 14-day moving average, and guess where? Right at that gravitational zone, meaning that the upside will continue there as well. 5-day time frame now breaking the bear strength percentile using that 14-day moving average and the gravitational zone for a thrust to the upside. A little bit of danger here for a corrective move, but please understand that if the 5-day does reverse, we actually have 2 zones of support: the gravitational zone, which would essentially pull us right back up, and the 14-day simple moving average. Guys, this is looking super powerful. Okay, so I'm please notice that I'm never going to tell you that this is going to go up or down unless I see the chart suggesting that it may or may not go up or down. Okay, I don't care about your emotions. I don't care about nothing else. I'm just telling you what the chart is saying. Weekly time frame still has an upside bias, and the bi-weekly still has an upside bias. Guys, it is potential. I'm saying it is a potential that COSM may be in preparation for a macro move, a macro reversal. Okay, you guys, so I'm not sure if this is actually going to surpass its huge long history of downside in this move right now, but what I am looking at in the macro time frames and in the short term and medium term time frames is suggesting nothing but up. Okay, so please remember that there are also lots of areas where people tend to take profits. Okay, so that can create fluctuations in momentum as well. Okay, so definitely look for a pullback within this area here to test our gap as a newly converted resistance into support before a continuation to the upside, eventually meeting the target that I said weeks ago, 1102. Okay, so guys, please be careful in the markets. Know your positions, know the play, absolutely respect your risk management. Okay, you guys, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Guys, refer to the links in the description below, because that's where you're going to find the TradingView affiliate link if you want to go ahead and trade kind of like I do, and you know, just chart it out like the way I do. And you know, just consider it for yourself. It'll also help me out with my trading future. Okay, I get points every time somebody signs up for the TradingView software. But with that, actually, and also Twitter and Discord, links are included in the description below, guys. Please consider joining. There's a lot of people, a lot of smart people in the Discord. Very, very nice and humble place. Okay, you guys. But with that said, I wish you well, a very good night, and the best of luck in the markets tomorrow. Okay, you guys. I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.